Hey, what's up, YouTube? This is Mind, and this is my PvP slash trading, mostly trading video, unfortunately, on my server, Rakata Mind Prison. I was gonna edit it, kind of make it flashy, but then I didn't want people to accuse me of over editing to make people look bad or anything like that. And I also felt it important to share the amount of trading that occurred, so you could see the timestamps, see the journey, and the chasing that occurred instead of these people just fighting. Furthermore, on our server, there's a lot of PvPers who have prestige or things like that, and I'm sure that's the same with every server. And I was pretty shocked to see them not only in participation but just adamant and their denial of it, even though they were seen, some of them. And then there are others, their lackluster concern for PvP Valor trading, and their justifications for it. So this video, I'm going to just show you one day. This all occurred on one day of myself, some other guildmates, basically chasing down the traders and trying to stop them, and the links they will go to Valor trade. So at the start of this video, I've already died a few times trying to figure out what the fuck is going on here. Now I want you to see, some names that are pretty important on our server. You see Zoid there, right? There's Zoid. Hello. He wants to get back in the ops, and he didn't realize they weren't supposed to be attacking. Now I've already jumped in here and tried to figure out why the fuck no one helped me, and now I've caught on that this is some trading. I also don't have it recorded because I didn't alt-tab out and get into Fraps yet, me talking to Corn. Corn, up until this moment, I've always talked well about. I thought he was a really good Republic player. Thought he was a good leader for them. But himself, he kind of just admitted he's not a leader, he's a follower, and he just kind of went with the majority. The majority decided that they should have a good 20-on-20 trade going on today. Bruschetta's with me, and as you see, me and him are going to be the only people basically fighting, and our guys just going to watch. So there's some of the names that you may know from our server. Obviously Zoid, the highest Valor ranking person on our server right now. Out here kind of getting busted doing his trading. He'll deny it later. He'll talk shit about trading, but he never even leaves the zone. You'll actually see him on his kick-ass mountain a little bit, just pretty much watching the show and having a good time. Of course, because I'm not participating in the trading, you're going to see some really nice shit talking to me about how I'm a douchebag, etc., etc. Maybe I am, and I look forward to seeing all those who I name in this video, their comments, and of course the general perception of trading. And I'm definitely going to share mine as this video goes on. So this is about the 6th time we're here. They're pissed off because we're ruining it for them, and they're just going to move. And that's what really surprised me today, the lengths people will go not to fight. I mean, there are a lot of Republic people here, there's a lot of Imperials here, and you'll see throughout this whole video, they just don't want to fight. They will go to extraordinary lengths to just trade. And I kind of found that odd, considering there's so much bitching and crying about how Illum's broke and how the developers broke the game, but there's enough people here to actually PvP. This is a PvP zone. It's the player base that chooses not to. And there's Zoid with his kick-ass mount. Notice he's still in attendance. Obviously he was present for all of this good stuff. But later he'll say he didn't do trading, he's not part of trading, trading's stupid, he'll call me all kinds of great names. But video doesn't lie. There he is. Look at the timestamps. This isn't edited. Zoid, I mean, we all have to question as a server, are you the highest ranking Valor person because of what others have said about you, that you have been trading for a very long time, or did you earn it? And I think that if you get offended by that question, you need to look inward because you got busted. Bountiful, he's right in front of me, you'll see right here, tells me shut the fuck up. Had a lot of respect for him as a PvPer up until today. Thought he was a legitimate PvPer, thought he was pretty good in the war zones. I also have to question where he's at in the game, and you'll be surprised at the amount of guilds, especially those who consider themselves PvP guilds, who are participating in this. So here we go, we're having our little bitch session back and forth, and definitely enjoy the chat going back and forth between myself and everyone. For anyone watching this video who's seen me before, I'm an opinionated motherfucker, and I don't always say things that are correct, but I always stand by what the fuck I said. And I think every fucking person here with the exception of Bruschetta, who came with me to view this, is a fucking douchebag. That's that. I own it. I don't really give a fuck what anyone in this video thinks. I think you guys are all douchebags, especially since I warned you I was going to post this if you didn't stop, and you did it all fucking day long. So that's round one of the trading that I caught. People admit later that this actually happened all day, and there's a lot of hints that it happened for a while now. Now here's Zoid in general chat talking about how he's too lazy to do trading, but you know, the video, we see him asking to get invited back to the house. We see him standing there. And this is Combo Fried Rice. Up until this point, you know, another Republic player that I actually respected a lot. They do well in the war zones. And you know, we started fighting and he started talking, so I turned fraps on so you guys could see the conversation from the other perspective. And you know, in here he's kind of basically letting me know, you know, at least he's being honest that hey, he did it all morning, he got his weekly done, and he's just looking to go fuck with Zoid. You know, I don't agree with him obviously for trading. I thought him and Korn and others were better players than that, but I'm going to give it to him that he didn't try to lie, he didn't try to justify it, he just owned it and said he didn't give a fuck. And to me, while I can't agree with him, and I definitely can't respect him as a PvPer anymore, I can respect him at least by standing by his decision. The backpedaling that occurred between those in attendance and general chat, though, that makes me even have less respect for them. Alright, so this video, you know, is just kind of kicking off. We're here talking. Bruschetta, you know, we're ready to whoop this guy's ass, and I keep telling Bruschetta, well, let's see what he's got to say. He actually is, he starts selling Zoid out. And until I made this video, I wasn't sure if Zoid was in participation because I didn't see him until I watched the video. I don't know if it's in the video, we'll see. But me and Zoid go back and forth with a whisper war. He tells me all kinds of shit, you know, get the fuck out of here, get a life. He doesn't fucking trade. But then I watched the video, and now I'm starting to understand why he became so agitated with me when I asked him about what Combo Fried Rice is saying, because he was there. And he doesn't know if he's on the film, and he doesn't know how much I truly know is the truth, and that's great, you know. Zoid really just thought you were a douchebag before, the way you leave war zones if you're losing, the way you talk shit to other people in war zones, and now I know that you probably didn't earn any of your valor. I really hope people quit looking up to you and quit thinking of you as a good PvPer, because you're pretty much king douchebag on our server. Buddy Lee is a close contender for the king douchebag. He's in all the videos. This guy probably got 10 to 11 Valor ranks a day. Congrats to him for his dedication to trading and not PvPing. I really love some of the comments he does, how he tells people, you know, they should kill me, I'm not part of this trading group, how he makes fun of me for getting murked while they all watch. I mean, he is a fucking stand-up class act guy. Really looking forward to watching him this PvP season. You know, battle buddies, that's who he's representing. And I don't know if the whole guild is aware of it, but obviously when you watch someone get 10 Valor ranks in one day, I think Battle Buddies, honestly, right now, it kind of needs to go under the scope and kind of figure out, are they a legitimate PvP guild with one bad member, or are they just fucking traders as well? So here we go. You know, me and Bruschetta getting pretty fucked up. You know, we kill some, they kill us. Definitely enjoy the comments going back and forth. I don't know how popular this is on all the servers. This is my first experience, so maybe I'm just a trading version with it, but to see people have no shame to even go to general chat and not try to hide the fact they're trading, like ask for the invites. Hey, get me an invite to this trading group. I found disgusting. I think it's disgusting that BioWare is not banning these people, or at least ripping their Valor. They've done so many things to make Illum a PvP zone since the rollout of this game. I appreciate Buddy Lee laughing at me for dying. I mean, good for him. You know, definitely a great PvPer there. But back to what I was saying, you know, they try so hard to make this a PvP zone. And if they're not going to punish people for Valor trading, then we just need to get rid of Illum. We need to get rid of it, take it off the fucking map. No dailies associated with it. If you're not going to do that, then how can you have in March a PvP season come out that you can pretend that all is legitimate and it's all going to be competitive if you're affording a player base the opportunity to not PvP at all and become high Valor ranking. That's my view on it. From a game standpoint, from a personal standpoint, I do not understand PvEers who do PvP dailies but do not like PvP. And to me, you can't say you like PvP if your idea of PvP is getting a group of 15 to 20 people standing 5 feet from your opposition, not engaging them in PvP combat, but simply trading AoEs. That's not PvP. You're not a PvPer. Why do you even participate in these? I think we all know the obvious answer is because they want the Valor. They want the Valor so they can get the gear, so they can be awesome, but they don't want to earn it. They don't even want to put in the minimal time. I mean, there's such a fucking huge Valor increase in Illum for fighting that instead of even doing that, they're going to find a way to exploit it. These are the same people, though, on my server especially, that continuously bitch about how Illum's broken. And once again, Illum looks like there's enough people here to make this a PvP zone if we'd actually just fucking PvP. So, you know, that was the second location we found them at. And I'm going to give much fucking kudos to Bruschetta because he was able to find them in the craziest spaces. As this video goes on, I can't find them fucking anywhere. They got little spies out calling where I'm at. Bruschetta finds them in the craziest spots, brings us to them. We get them on film again. These are the most dedicated fucking traders ever. If they would only PvP, this place could actually be fun. So, you know, for while we're kind of waiting here, I'm sure there's going to be a lot of backlash on our server, especially from those who were involved. And, you know, I'm looking forward to seeing the comments when you see your name flash across the screen, saying, you know, like, fuck you, mind, that Valor trading is awesome, and, you know, go into war zones to earn it. PvPing since level 10 when there were level 50s in your bracket, that's for fucking weak sauce. The real way to do it is to stand in an AoE. Own what you do, you know, whether it's right or wrong. But it's undeniable that all the people in this video, they didn't trip across some trading and not know what to do. You see the same names continuously. This video is, you know, started around what, 2:30 something. This video goes on for hours. This is hours upon hours of trading. You have people like Buddy Lee boasting how they gained 3 to 4 Valor ranks in one day, how they got their weekly done in an hour. If this is unique to my server, great. If this is rampant throughout the game, then this game honestly is broken, and it's not the developer's fault. Currently, after this video, it will be the developer's fault. You need to come up with some kind of punishment system, or you need to just come out and say, we don't really give a fuck if you guys Valor trade, get your Valor however you want. I really enjoyed this part of the video. Look at that organization. The red and greens just riding together, trying to hide from mind. Wow. I've never seen that in any PvP game. I played WoW for a long time. Never saw so many opposing faction people dedicated to not fucking PvPing in my life. Now I'm a Nazi, according to Buddy Lee, because, you know, I'm out here ruining the fun. But I gotta admit, this organization I was fucking impressed with. I mean, I can't get the guys to come off the turret at the Republic base, you know, to back up 10 fucking feet. But Buddy Lee and others who orchestrated this, they are so insightful and powerful. They can get all these people to ride side by side, have them kill me. Now Sherm's someone that, you know, I've played with on occasion, and I kind of felt bad seeing him in the video. But, you know, Sherm, I'm sorry, I'm a party pooper. I'm sorry that you resorted to trading for your Valor. I really thought you were better than that. I know that, you know, the leadership of your guild, Veltus and Frey, are better PvPers than that, and I think that they stand for more of what they're doing in their guild than what you did today. And I hope that, you know, you apologize. I hope that you see this video, especially you, Sherm, and feel embarrassed for what you participated in today, because I was shocked to see it, and I don't think that you represented people who really went to bat for you in a positive manner. So moving on, now they are definitely starting to kill me every time they see me, and they are on the move. Has a nice unit of fucking traders. They will find places to trade And you know, Bruschetta, he's getting his ass whipped on occasion too. Jayla right here, you know, absolutely, you know, you're fantastic to justify trading because other servers do it and they get 50k Valor an hour, so why shouldn't we? Definitely a mature route to take, you know. And I'm going to agree with Jayla, you know, if the developers don't rip Valor, ban people, temporarily ban people, trading's not going to stop. PvP, world PvP will not exist in this game. And to be honest, the rated season is a fucking joke. It's a gimmick, and there's really no reason for anyone to participate in it because it's all a fucking gimmick. So that is up to the developers to fix. But let's just make sure we understand what the developers have to fix. They have to not fix Illum, because this video does show that there's enough people in Illum to have a PvP zone. What they need to do is punish people for exploits, and they've been really lax on the exploits, and I think that you know, this is the result of that. I understand their intentions to give everyone a fun and friendly atmosphere, but I'm a PvPer who is not allowed to PvP right now because there's two groups opposed to PvP, and anytime I engage the opposite faction, my own faction, one, doesn't get involved, two, they say to kill me, and three, that entire team's allowed to attack me. So BioWare doesn't want to ruin the game, you know, for anyone, and by that stance they're ruining the game for any legitimate PvPers who want to go to Illum and actually PvP. Now see, Jala is not here. He's just here for his daily, his PvP daily that he wants to accomplish by standing in AoEs and then doing the same back to the Republics. Jala, I say it to anyone who participated in this, why do you care about getting a PvP daily done if you don't intend to PvP? Or do you only intend to PvP once you have all the PvP gear available to make yourself better than anyone else? Because this isn't PvP, what all of you are doing today. Now Alice, you know, whispers me because I've got Zoid on ignore, but Zoid wants to start a confrontation. People are telling me what he's saying in general. He's on ignore, so you won't see anything from him anymore, because he, you know, just kind of got vulgar with me, and all I was trying to do was ask him, hey, were you participating? Of course, once I watched the video, and you guys have watched, you see that Zoid was participating, so now I even give two shits less what the fuck Zoid wrote me. So, you know, here we are, we're doing the laps around Illum, trying to find where the traders are, you know, maybe see. I originally thought that if I jumped in, that the, you know, Empire people would basically just be a mob. I mean, that's what they are at the turrets. But this is some really organized trading. This is scary in a way that you can understand this is not new. This is something that probably occurs every day. So Bruschetta has found them, and he's already been notified that they know he's there. So they just got done killing our guys. It was our turn to stand there like fucking morons, and now they tell them where we're at so they can come kill us. You see how they leave the one guy there to do the rezzing? I mean, this is fucking orchestrated. Hey, you know, leave me alone so I can res everyone up so we can maximize the amount of Valor we can get. So they do their little standoff, you know, let's get everyone rezzed up so we can get our Valor. And now they're coming to kill me because, you know, I'm a bad person who likes PvP. And there's my guys just getting the res on, getting ready to get their farm on. Here's Buddy Lee, you know, the star of the show. Battle Buddies, represented extremely well, has a PvP guild here. Come over here to make sure I die appropriately for fucking up his fun. Now that guy even shoots Buddy Lee, but he's fucking disciplined. He will not engage them back. So, you know, good for him. Alright, so this time I don't release because I want to see what happens here, if they just go back or not. And, you know, like I said, the attention to detail here is incredible. So they take off. hey, I found them, it's time to go somewhere else and get back to that trading. Once again, you see the parade of the green and red, the Christmas parade, as we call it jokingly in our guild, of just this mutually, you know, trading organization here, and you cannot make them PvP each other. So Nino, he's out here now, you know, another guildmate. He tells me not to rest so we can try to find them, but they're quick. We assumed that they probably had people in vent orchestrating where to go because we tried to stay close enough and say, and we couldn't find out where they were going. So, you know, kudos to them, man, for being so organized. I had to get off my big sexy mount because, you know, we thought maybe that's how they were so easily spotting me, so I got on the other PvP mount. You know, not to make myself such a big target, because I wanted to really see. I just really couldn't believe that people stood in an AoE and just let themselves get burned. You know, I was expecting to see a 2-on-2 trading when I heard about trading. You know, two people who just hit 50, who sucked, who just wanted to, you know, maybe get some gear. Not to see such large groups actively trying not to PvP. That I found fucking incredible. So we're looking for them. We don't realize, well, you'll see later in the video, they're actually so close to us, but they were good. They went into a cave behind us, a dead-end cave, and they're all back there right now getting their trade on. So who knows how many rounds are going by right now, you know, of swapping back and forth while we're looking for them. So, you know, while we're looking, we go to the base. You know, this is pretty boring, but like I said, I didn't want to edit it because I wanted you to see the time that this kind of occurred, and how much valor could have possibly been earned this way, just in this today, you know, just in these singular events that we discovered. So while we're doing that, I'm going to address some of the questions that people whisper me. Why do you give a fuck, Mind? You know, you already battle master, you're trying to hold everyone down. Absolutely not. I really don't give a fuck about the battle master thing. It's really irrelevant. If you want to be competitive this PvP season, you need to be a battle master. That's my opinion. I think the things they initiated today really helped that. Okay, that's going to level the playing field. Everyone's getting a shit ton of champion badges now. You know, that's going to happen even in the old boxes. I didn't get champion commendations until I was a battle master, but they're trying to evil out the playing field. They're trying to level it out, give everyone a fair shot. I enjoy the PvP aspect of this game, and I enjoyed it in WoW until the player base ruined it in WoW, and it's sad to see a game that's only, you know, 2 months out the gate being ruined by a player base who refused to actually participate in the game design and only look for ways to exploit it. Furthermore, the reason I became so agitated today is, like I've said a few times, to see the #1 or the highest ranking Valor person on the server actively participating, to see officers and high ranking members of dedicated PvP guilds participating. I just lost a lot of respect for PvP on this server, 100%. It's really hard for me to think anyone on this game earned their way up anymore, and PvP in general to me is already tainted and a little bit ruined, because this PvP season is a joke without serious ramifications from the developers, without inquiries being done, without some kind of leveling being done. Anyone who did it legitimately, who got their valor by dying in fucking war zones, who came out here and fucking got ganked by 5 people on both sides, you know, Republican or Imperial players, they're at a disadvantage now because they cannot compete with those who will not fight but can organize 20-on-20 valor farming matches. And I'm only going to use the numbers that those who participated boasted about. They're saying 50,000 valor an hour. That's a level. That's a, you know, 60 to 61 is like 53,000 valor. How is that fair to the player base that actually is PvPing to be exploited like that? How is it fair for a PvPer to come to Illum and want to participate in PvP but be ostracized, mocked, ridiculed by both factions for actively seeking player versus player encounters instead of standing there letting themselves get AoE'd and then doing the same to the opposing faction? That's my stance. That's why I'm mad about it. That's why I made this video. And that's why I warned those if I caught them again that I would do it, and I've caught them again, and it's obviously not going to stop, you know. And if the developers don't do anything, it will never stop. But at least my server now, you know, has a better understanding to why there's such a gear discrepancy. Now they understand better why Illum is truly broken, that it's not the developer's fault, it's our own fault. And I think that, you know, if they watch this video, they're going to see that those who roll them in PvP, well, they're probably not that good at PvP. They just, you know, did some trading for hour upon hour, and now they've got better gear than them. They have more expertise, and it is what it is. Now you'll see in guild chat, you know, they're going to report me for harassing them because I keep going to their trading spots. I look forward to seeing the developers, you know, put an infraction against me for trying to PvP in a PvP zone. You know, I really hope I did get reported today, and I look forward to seeing the findings from that report. So as you see, I fucking suck at finding these awesome trade locations. But, you know, pretty soon Brisetta's, he's going to find them for us. We go back up here. I turned it off. I can't find him. You see the timestamp, you know, it's moved ahead a little bit. Shyvana, you know, is definitely just trying to make sure that there's enough people to trade because of the diminishing returns. You know, heaven forbid if they had to wait too long to get that Valor. So, you know, no shame at all. You know, throw it out there in general. Which I was pretty disappointed in, you know. I was kind of hoping when I discovered them, I kind of blasted them that they would become embarrassed, but they really didn't give a fuck. I left this in, you know, so we didn't have a timestamp. They said they fixed this today. You a damn lie. This stem is not fixed, so if a developer does trip across this video, can you please fix the stem for real? So, you know, here's the normal, you know, farming that the pubs do. You go too close to the turret, they kill you, they always hide in here. It's pretty fucking aggravating. Zim, you know, wants more to trade. Shyvana found 2 more people to trade. Awesome players, I have to admit, you know. You see Sherm over here with us right now, you know, doing what he does, you know, I guess trying to do some PvP, but I guess it wasn't fast enough Valor, so he had to go back to trading. You'll see him at the end of the video back in the caves, being a baddie. Now while we're here, you know, this is a suggestion, and you know, I'd like to get some input on it. I understand that we outnumber the imps outnumber the pubs on our server, but I think it's a little unfair they can use a turret to farm us, you know, simply dot us or get us an AoE and then a turret kills us. If you're going to make this a level playing field and you don't want us to actually rush their base like we did the first day this became a PvP zone instead of the original trade zone, neither team can be allowed to receive Valor inside their base. Okay, that's a really easy fix. You made it to where the turret's an instant kill. We can no longer raid the turret, get the Valor from the turret. We can no longer force them to fight us. You gave them an instant kill turret. You know, you gave both sides, but you know, from my opinion, you gave them an instant kill turret. Make it where they can't get Valor inside their base. That will force us outside to fight. Okay, that makes it level. If we outnumber them, they don't want to fight, they have a safe haven. I completely get that. I like it. You know, some things that really sucked about, you know, World of Warcraft, your main competitor, was if you're outnumbered and you're just getting your ass rolled, you can't stop the ass whooping. Completely get it, but letting them use the turret to farm us, that's an exploit the other way. Now this is me and Sherm whispering back and forth. Like I said, it kind of sucks. I didn't know he was in the video until afterwards. I did talk to some of his guildmates prior to publishing this. I hope we don't have an issue with them. I do like them, but I didn't realize he was going to be throughout the video. I knew he was at the end of the video because you know, some of my guildmates and vents say, "Hey, aren't you friends with Sherm? He's in the cave." And I said, "That sucks." He knew I was frapsing, but then I see he was actually, you know, he was involved in most of the farming. So, you know, I said my piece to Sherm, and I hope that his guild and people in his guild that I like, we don't have issues about it. I'm not trying to blast Sherm specifically, but you know, he participated in it, and that sucks. Sherm, you know, I'm pretty sure you regret it, as I see you're trying to backpedal that you weren't a part of it. Hopefully you don't do it anymore, and hopefully, you know, you accept whatever ridicule you get for it. And if you don't get any, and you know, I'm the one who's the bad guy, well then congrats to you on your Valor today, and hope it makes you a better PvPer. Shavana now has got his trading, you know, set up. You know, he's the ops leader now. You know, congrats to that, I guess. It's really nice to see how organized we can be on Illum for trading. Maybe we can translate that to actually PvP, and you know, Illum could be a pretty fun zone. Once again, I apologize for the length of the video, but you know, you see the minutes ticking by as we're over here trying to do something, you know, because we're kind of bored, kind of hyped up. We know they're out here trading somewhere, we just don't know where. But what you have to take from this long ass video is why we're sitting here driving around, you know, why we're over here fighting these fucking stupid turret battles. The farming is still going on, the Valor's still rolling in, and people aren't fighting. That's what you have to take away from this, you know, and it's pretty scary, honestly, to consider the amount of trading that's occurring during the recording of just this video. I do think pretty soon Bruschetta, well, he's here right now, so I think Bruschetta's the one who discovers again where they're at, and we ride out and find them again. But you know, until then, we're just gonna sit here and look at the most boring PvP on Illum, and that is the turret dance. Nice to see Shyvana over here with us, but he got turret farmed, so I guess that'll justify that this is trading as well, since he died. You know, then it's trading here. And I heard that argument a lot today. I don't consider this trading because I always get people to back up to the turret. Alright, and when the mob listens, we actually fight. When the mob can't listen, I don't die. You know, I don't fucking get hit by a turret. So if there's a trading going on, it's not for me, because you know, fuck them. I guess except for that part where the turret got me. That was a nice stun though, good job. Alright, so we finally turned off that boring shit. Bruschetta, as you see the purple dots, has told me where they're at. I'm looking, like, where the fuck are they? I'm not, my mind's just not even in the right atmosphere. I'm looking for them outside. I didn't realize we were going to go up in the cave. See, Bruschetta's telling me, no, they're in the cave, they're in the cave. So I come back around, and now we get to drive up into the cave and see the awesomeness of, you know, PvP on Illum. Now, who knows how long this was going on. Like I said, we were over at their base. They're saying, fuck this timer. He's killed 25. He's only got 7 kills. That sucks. I'm really sorry that the trading is taking longer than it should. Yeah, some people already hurting out because we're here. Here goes our guild coming in here to fucking break it up. As you see, the traders have no interest in that. And Buddy Lee, star of the show, short bus. Someone who goes back and forth about trading. There he is, standing there. I'm sure you all saw him, just doing his thing. And who knows where they go next? But we ruined that spot, so I'm sure they went to another one. Some of the more dedicated traders, they just hurted out when I ruined that fun. But there's Short Bus, another prominent PvPer. But whatever, I guess this is how you actually get that gear in the game. So, for anyone not on my server watching this, I'm curious to see the feedback. Does this occur everywhere? If so, what are your thoughts on it? How do you think this affects PvP in general? Definitely want to get some feedback. If this is what PvP on Illum is like, then how is it the developers' fault that Illum sucks? I mean, isn't it our fault? There's obviously enough people here to actually PvP, and trading in general. If you agree with it and you can carry a intelligent conversation, I'd like to hear it. If you disagree with it and you can carry an intelligent conversation, I'd like to hear why, how you think it affects the game positively or negatively. I think that majority of us know it's wrong. Whether or not you can justify it, you know it's wrong. And just kind of curious as to why it's going on and what we can do maybe as a player base to stop it. And if it's going to be the normal, then how can we pretend that we actually PvP, in this game? So that's the video. Once again, apologize for the length. If you saw yourself in the video, you should be ashamed. If you saw your guildmates in the video, I think that you definitely need to ask them what the fuck they're doing. And when you see me tomorrow on Illum trying to break up the trading ring, look forward to your colorful and insightful comments of how bad I suck at PvP and how awesome you are because you can stand at an AoE. Thanks everyone for watching. Look forward to the comments and keep your head up, do the right thing.